Yeah,
Armand,
yeah.
this is our camera, so
Okay, got it, got
you
it.
decide how you wanna.
Hi. It's 2025 January. Some date, somewhere, from a dining room table. This is the MPCs' first live inaugural podcast. We're doing a recap on a whole 1.5 years of content, 15 videos that were painstakingly, easily, and cheaply made. In fact, the most effort it's taken us to do any podcast today. We literally took 10 minutes to set up. This is Josh.
Hi.
That's Armand,
Hello.
permanent star returning guest. We're talking about recapping the year or year and a half that we've had together. I think, Armand, of course, you've been in more than 10 of the, I think at least 10
Yeah,
of the
pretty much,
contents.
pretty
You know what I mean? We've had,
Closer to a permanent.
yeah. We've had, who do we have? We had
We had Tony.
Tony once, right? We supposed to have him twice. We only had him once. But we had Dean twice.
Is Dean the racer guy?
No.
Oh.
Dean's the gamer guy that works at Lemon Sky.
Oh.
And we also had
A celebrity.
Mika Hakimi, who's
Two
a
celebrities.
sim racer. Who's another celebrity?
One.
Yeah, we had Tuan. Yeah, shit. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tuan. I forgot. I drink to your memory. You don't drink.
I don't.
Oh. Events.
Josh is our designated driver for the podcast today. We are not sponsored by Jinro
No, we're not
Soju,
sponsored.
but we are open to discussions. If you would like to see content that is generated like this, bills have to be paid. It costs a lot of electricity. Is that we've pared it down to the bare minimum because we don't have internet anymore. No, I'm kidding. So, anyways, I don't want to drivel on too much. I think we started off on a very long foot, but let me just start off on my 1.5 year experience working on this project. It started out as a KPI that I had to do.
Wait, was it really?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it was a KPI. So someone said, my ex boss, Chidap, he said, "Hey, you have to write white papers about interesting shit that's going on in the world
Right.
and all that as part of your KPI as a creative director
Yeah.
at Line." I was like, okay. We wrote 2, right?
I think
We wrote 2 gaming related articles.
Okay.
Then I wrote one about the Lion Regional Singapore office opening and what it meant about not writing or not creating a social calendar content,
Right.
or I mean not social content calendars, but talking about creating social narratives. And then from then on, someone said, "Hey, we should just do a podcast in the office." I was like, "We should, except none of you are gonna do it, but I know who will. Me and Josh will."
Yeah.
And I said, I also know who likes to talk in front of camera.
Hey, hello. What's up?
So I was like, you know what? Let's just put 2 together and then just start.
Yeah.
Just start. Then I, paid 50 ringgit to Vino to create the nest and
Oh, I
everything.
didn't know there was some fee.
Wait.
Nah, it's just like, it was
Somebody
like,
got paid?
is it? It's sure wasn't us. No, so
No, but she's really good, right?
she's good. She's helping me out on a lot of things. I need to pay her yes, I will. Trust, I promise you. Money's in the check in the mail coming sometime soon. I'm from the Arctic. It's got to go this way instead of that way. So, one of the cool things that we first talked about, and I just want to revisit some of these topics and all that kind of stuff, because we had some low ones, and we had Calvin on
We did.
from
Yes,
Goema.
we did.
I forgot.
We did.
We did have Calvin on. One of the more maligned episodes because the video codecs on my computer,
Crash. Oh.
they were like, it's stuttering, so it's all out of sync, and I had to like correct it. I was like, that became an audio only podcast pretty much,
Okay.
But we covered a wide variety of things, right? We talked about esports, we talked about sim racing, we talked about development, we talked about retrenchment, we talked about retention.
Yeah.
We covered the gamut, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think my favorite is Street Fighter 6. Because
Why not
a year and a half, it is easily the second most watched podcast we have.
Okay.
And it was the first one.
Right.
The first number one is the Tron one.
Right.
Well, obviously, because I think maybe the Malaysian FGC supported that beyond what they should have.
They should have.
I don't know. We're grateful. We're grateful for the
Okay.
FGC.
So just context. clearly we have not done this. So Joshua, you might really need to speak into the mic.
Put it in your mouth.
I'll put it closer to my. That's where the
Don't be
excitement
shy.
Yeah.
We didn't take it out to breathe.
So this is what a mic looks like. Use that.
There is a first time for everything.
Because it's always with that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Street Fighter, yeah.
Street Fighter 6. When we first started talking about it, I was still apprehensive about the game.
Yeah.
Then they brought Terry Bogard in. I bought the game. I played the game.
Yeah.
I've had many, many moons and many, many months and lots of thumb grinding on buttons and stuff like that. I just want to go back and say, this is something we talked about in a different group chat. I think Street Fighter 6 is probably the most perfect fighting game at the moment.
That's a very high compliment to say.
Therein lies the problem, though. Because with perfection
Comes.
lacks charm.
Ah,
So there is no charm in the way the game is built.
right.
It's too polished already. The
Isn't that
only
good
thing,
though?
it is, but then it lacks a certain type of jank that makes you feel like
you really like jank stuff. Just context from my podcast. We were talking about Elix, the game.
yes.
I've never heard a game ever, and then John was saying, "Oh, during COVID, I bought it, and he loved it." I go, "What's so good about the game? Oh, it's just janky as shit." And
It's
I
fun.
I don't understand.
Well, I mean,
Maybe we should set a definition for jank.
okay. So say for example, like I was watching Maximilian Dude talk about Street Fighter, and he was saying you don't have to like Street Fighter 6 because everyone else likes Street Fighter 6. There are things about Street Fighter 6 that if you don't like, you can go and play another fighting game. And if you like Third Strike or Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 2, nothing's stopping you from playing that game. However, you may not find the audience to play with you. You may not find people to play with you, right? Like, why is Street Fighter 6 popular? I think we're going back to the question, right? Is that does the $1 million make a difference in the number of people playing the game and trying to get good? When they stop pushing the $1 million agenda, will we see a sharp drop off in gamer player base? So we haven't seen it yet. They're still giving $1 million. There's still people trying to go out there and improve and all that. And
It's like a CPT and stuff.
yeah, which is good. I mean, it keeps the game alive on a different level.
Yeah.
But when I say jank, I mean there's got to be a foible about the game that isn't about abusing a mechanic or abusing a system in the game that's going to make the game that much more enjoyable or less enjoyable. Like, for example, the jank in Street Fighter 2 is that if you throw somebody, you could take a quarter or a third of their life every single time. So that's why in a lot of arcades, if you went and threw people, they would be really mad that you took their quarter or their 40 cent left. And they'd be out of money and you'd be like...
They like literally throw in the game, right?
Yeah.
Like Ken has that double throw, right?
No, you talking about the roll and the
Yeah.
throw? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but everyone has a throw.
Oh, right.
And it just takes a lot of damage.
Right.
So they nerfed that in subsequent versions of the game where the throw doesn't count for so much health anymore.
Yeah.
But now the game has evolved to such a point where it's strike or throw. Strike meaning press a button to punch somebody or kick somebody or throw them. So you have to play this way now in Street Fighter 6, aside from all the other mechanics right, that they put in. So they've buffed up all the things you can do in terms of defensive capabilities and all the things that you can do in terms of offensive capabilities. Now there's no way to occupy the middle and just play Street Fighter. Like,
What do you mean by just play Street Fighter?
you have to play to the new mechanics to be successful in Street Fighter 6.
So all the parry, well, I mean, it's still the same way of playing, right?
It's not the same way of playing. So, like, if you couldn't play Street Fighter 2 successfully in Street Fighter 6,
right.
all the things that you did well in Street Fighter 2, they don't translate to 6.
Oh.
You have to learn the new mechanics of the game, right?
Okay. So there's an evolution in terms of the fighting mechanics.
Yes.
Versus 5.
Versus 5.
How big is that leap?
Big.
Really?
It's actually quite
It's big.
So, I mean, I think overall, it's a development choice, right? So, if I'm not mistaken, I don't play it that much, but I mean,
What do you mean
overly
don't believe
is-
in much?
No, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. What you talking about, Willis?
Exactly, too much of Street Fighter 6. But if I'm not mistaken, I think like Mortal Kombat has not really evolved in the mechanics so much. So
Then not really.
oh, has it really?
I mean, no, not really. Like, I think the last big Mortal Kombat game I played was, I think, 10.
Hmm.
But I played 1 way back when,
Yep.
and then 2, and then I think a bit of 3, and then just stopped.
Hmm.
3
Yeah.
was the biggest leap.
Yeah, 3 was
Because
busy.
3 they had the combo meter.
Yes.
Hmm.
So you if you press like a certain combination of buttons, you will get like a 4 or 5 hit combo and all that kind of stuff, ending with a super or something
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
But they didn't have that in 1 and 2, and I don't know what it's like now, but doesn't seem all that.
Yeah, and then they're going with this whole Xbox. You know, it's Mortal Kombat 1 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a reboot kind of
Right?
It is a
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah,
It is a
and
reboot.
Liu Kang is rated, apparently. Right? Liu Kang
I'm
is
not
rated.
sure about the narrative that.
Yeah. He's like now the Thunder God, and then Raiden's like a dude.
Well, I'll be honest. I feel like Mortal Kombat does tell a better story than Street Fighter.
That
Or a lot of when it comes to Capcom, it's not
Yeah.
surprising. Right?
Yeah. Like
They're not very well known for
I.
it begs to differ. Street Fighter the anime.
No, come on, don't go there. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie is great.
No, we like it for a different
No,
reason, guys.
It's because it's Ryu. Ryu's
actually, shall we?
the. Oh yeah. That was a great.
Yeah, no,
That
that
fight
reason-
scene was the best fight
Isn't
scene.
that
Yeah.
the reason why we like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it because of
Oh, that's the reason why I like it.
The shower scene.
he's telling you too much about himself.
Vegas.
yeah.
He is a rabbit skinner.
Yeah. Oh, Vega. Wait. So is he Vega? or
Claw.
Bobby? Yeah.
He
Claw.
could be either, but he's more.
You always call him Claw, and you always call M Bison Dictator, and you call Boxer.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Just so you can avoid the confusion of
Vega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
versus Japan
Yeah.
naming.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you were going on about it, about what you felt was
An
The-
evolution.
an evolution of the
Yeah.
game, and I feel like it's kind of like what we talked about in your podcast when it comes to cars. That episode's coming up soonish.
Soonish.
Yeah. So we talked about the fact that like you could buy a Megane RS 280 or Trophy 300 or whatever. You can buy a Golf GTI or Golf R or Golf Club Sport 8.5. You can go out and get a Civic Type R, and all these cars, or even a Hyundai i30N, and you're gonna feel like all these cars are. They don't blip each other in a degree of variance that matters. It used to be like that in the 90s and 2000s when Honda come out with VTEC, everyone's like, whoa, shit, that's pretty cool. Let me build something else different, and then let's see what the differences are, and then we benchmark each other based on that. But that hasn't happened in a long, long time. And now, when you benchmark all the fighting games together, the truth is that if you're not playing Tekken, you're playing Street Fighter 6 and nothing else. The anime games don't have the following that those two franchises have.
Wait. Okay. So when you say following, do you mean actual following, or do you think
Player base.
play base that money is backing up, or
Well, it has to be, right? Because people who are playing Tekken and Street Fighter have to pay for those games, and therefore the player base is defined by how many people are playing and paying for the game.
yeah? But what I mean paying is as in competitively. See?
Not necessarily.
No, not
So-
necessarily.
No?
Yeah.
So by definition of a popular fighting game, yes, obviously it's play based.
Yep.
Like everything that we do, it depends on how many people are actually engaged. But do you think it's because there is that hook of a prize money that people are more inclined, or is it just because of legacy? Because Tekken is Tekken, as much as it is Street Fighter. Street Fighter's been around since yonks. So is that something that's also coupled together with the fact that it's a legacy fighting game? Everybody knows these two fighting games, and there is a huge pot that goes behind the game.
I think maybe it start at some point. The money was a draw, but at the end of the day, I mean, when we talk about the player base, right? None of us are really gonna turn pro. Well, for most of us, right?
yeah.
So it the thing that keeps people coming back, I think, is it's the challenge, it's the fun. But
Fun.
yeah, it's frustrating, but it's frustrating. I swear.
It is
Glutton
frustrating.
for punishment.
Yeah.
Glutton for punishment, indeed. No, but also I think it's where we are now, right? In our day and age, where we have the privilege of content creators, YouTubers. So this is also an important part that keeps interest going. In that there's always some source out there to continue to help you to improve, to speak on improving on various different facets without the game. So, but I mean, I think that's not just unique to Street Fighter, but it's also in most games. A lot of MMORPGs, a lot of
Yeah.
play.
Okay.
So
I mean, everyone's coming up with min-max stats and all that kind of stuff.
So I think what drives for most interests, continued player base at least, is I mean, maybe it's not acknowledged often enough, but it is the influencers and the content creators that are keeping things running. And
I remember in that specific episode we're talking about Street Fighter. Leading up to the launch of the games, we were talking about the marketing aspect
Yep.
of Street Fighter.
Yes.
And you all were talking about the prize money.
Yep.
And all I saw was Luke doing that. "Abu again, boo."
Yeah.
So in terms
Sandblast.
of... Yeah, right? Sandblast.
He's a Luke player.
Was it?
Yeah. Stupid. Sandblast throwing sand at me.
Yeah, but in terms of just how it's marketed, right? Like, to the casual player, yes, it's Street Fighter. I would love to jump back into Street Fighter, don't get me wrong, because I've been playing it since arcade days,
Yep.
like 20 cents, bro. But as we talked about it in the pod, the complexities of how fighting games are today kind of deters me from playing.
Yeah.
Because the few times I played, you go like, oh my god, is this what fighting games is all about now? It's all about pairing, blocking, timing.
Yeah. So I think part of that is the reason why I feel like it's too perfect. So they've taken out all the foibles of past versions of the game, and they've tried to balance defense with offense. But having said that, now it's like what used to be just simple arithmetic is now algebra.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there is sort of, for me, kind of the reason why I think that fighting games they've become really polished right now, but they're not as fun to play anymore.
well, I mean, okay, I believe it's it depends on how you define it's fun, right? So some people, I mean, like you brought up Max Dune, right? Like,
Yep.
So he has a great point in that if you did have fun in the previous iterations,
Go back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, go back to it. Yeah. It's no judgment on it, but I think his point was also like he didn't name anyone, and it's kind of true. Where what do you are you on just the train just for a contentious
Yeah.
point?
That's what he said. Yeah.
So that's the thing.
You're
So
just writing the next big thing in the
Right,
gaming
right.
just so that you can create content. And when the game
Yeah.
lets you down, you're angry at the game.
Correct.
Right.
So the whole point was
Okay,
that some
okay.
people are starting to look back on the previous iteration, which was Street Fighter 5, and saying like, hey, we actually enjoyed the game more. So, but it goes back to some people. I mean, it's fair, you can have an opinion, but what are you using that opinion for? So is it to garner likes and followings and subscribers? Or is it truly something that you feel? Because his point is also very real, right? It's like, if you really did enjoy it, just boot up the game.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have anyone to play with, but you can just play arcade.
Yeah, arcade mode.
You know, it's nothing's stopping you. So it's kind of like, each game. I mean, obviously, I think evolution has to take place because not just demands from consumers, right? But it's also what technology is enabling you to do. So think about it as Street Fighter 2 in terms of parrying and all, how it's trying to mimic like real martial arts, right? So they back then it wasn't possible, but right now it's possible. But also some things are because they implemented because they need it to be competitively interesting. So that's why it's more fast paced. You have the drive system.
Oh my god! I just realized something. The parallels between that and fighting action movies
Yeah.
of the 80s, 90s, and then now the complexities of the fight moves.
Yeah.
But Okay,
Before I was taking turns. I hit you, you hit me. I hit
Yeah,
you,
yeah, no, that's the
which
Van
is
Damme
Street Fighter
model.
2, right?
The Van Damme model.
Yeah, Van Damme model,
yeah.
right? You hit me 3 times, and I hit you back 4 times.
Yeah.
Then we go back.
Yep.
Forth. Now
Yeah.
it's hit, parry, duck, turn. So I'm watching movie and go like, that's how Street Fighter is being played now. You don't get a hit in at all.
Yeah.
It's all parry.
So it's kind of taking that old kung fu cinema where one hit ends the fight
yeah,
and 15 parries are along the way,
yeah.
but still for great cinema. So it's
Yeah.
about like one of my favorite movies, SPL. Have you watched
Oh
it?
yes.
Oh, that's so good.
The alley
great.
scene, the alley scene.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the baton.
Yeah.
The whole fight was great. Like
Yeah.
Donnie Yen balanced counter punching and blocking
Yeah.
and
Bonus.
damage,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And it was really good movie.
yes.
That and Flashpoint, great movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pay me, pay us, Hong Kong. Let's go.
China money, come on.
Tencent.
Let's go.
You know what was a nice segue to another episode that we talked about? Because I find that every time we do an episode, we talk about previous episodes, right?
Yeah.
So we talked with Tony about gameplay evolution and whether it's a necessary thing and all that kind of stuff. Why CS:GO becomes CS2, but the only thing that they changed is that now when you shoot through a smoke, a bullet hole appears in the smoke. So you can now see the other side for a fragment of that for a second, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
good, right?
that's kind of taking small baby steps of evolving what you already have is perfect. So that's why I said, is Street Fighter 6 at a point now where they can only get worse?
Yeah, I mean, we're not sure. We don't know. But
Yeah. They're gonna milk this horse dry. I can tell you that.
Oh, they should. I mean, they should be creating more costumes.
What is the play base now? What's the play base count now?
I have no idea, but it's
I think
still
the
pretty
last
healthy.
one- It's pretty healthy.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a game that's been out for close to 2 years, maybe about.
Yeah,
I think the last I heard on Steam was 50,000.
Holy, active daily.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
that's actually not bad. I think
for a fighting game. It's
you know, like
pretty
Apex Legends,
and that's
its
only on
peak.
Steam, guys.
Huh.
So,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the peak on Apex Legends was 150,000 in Steam.
damn.
Like that's not counting PSN, not counting Xbox and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff, right?
One
Yeah,
platform,
so that's
right?
pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Because
pretty
I mean,
good.
Steam is very transparent with their
Numbers.
their
Yeah,
active
yeah,
database,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
So
Steam is the best. Steam is
yeah,
the best.
Steam is there. So,
Yeah,
so
freaking
even, I mean, I have
PlayStation, PlayStation users.
not a PC master race person. But I must say that Steam does it really well.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of showing statistics and
Oh yeah.
providing.
Oh, I mean,
access
if you were gonna build a case study about video games, you would start with Steam.
Team. Yeah.
They're totally open source, right?
So,
Yeah.
so I mean, for like fighting game, it's not bad. 50,000 still active base, and it's only
Yeah.
on PC.
And it's on a daily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm mostly playing against Chinese players, lah. So I don't know whether that means anything or not.
I
but-
don't know. I have my.
I almost never get Malaysian players on.
Is there enough Malaysian players?
No,
No,
actually,
I
most of them have migrated to Tekken.
Oh.
No, but you're right. I mean, by virtue of number of people itself, I mean, it's only because I usually fight a lot of people from China too.
Yeah,
So
same.
it's quite a nominal occurrence. for
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I guess it's a larger base then, and they just kind of find
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Because we're all
Yeah.
in kind of the same region. And
So, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
we still get the
Odd Singaporean, Filipino, Thai. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
some of them are really good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of them from China.
Josh, what's your favorite or any specific moment that stood out to you in the 15 episodes we've done? 'Cause-
15, that's nice number.
What's it really?
15, yeah, with it. Well, I've done played this for season 1, 2, and 3, so they're all 5, 5, 5.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. In Thai.
I think for me it was kind of I think the discussion on development and growth within gaming. I think
That was the most recent one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was with.
Was that not with you?
Was it?
Oh no, with Tony.
Yeah, I think
Tony,
it was
yeah.
with
With Tony, yeah.
So I think that was
That was on beta testing and early access,
beta
right?
testing,
Yeah.
Growth? Were we talking? I don't remember the episode.
no, I think it was. I mean, also closely related to evolution of.
Gameplay, yeah.
Gameplay, yeah.
We did do a back to back with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Almost like a back to back.
Right,
Yeah. What part about that did you like so much, or is it you just sort of felt like it got into the nerdy details of?
I mean, it was a little bit of a somber kind of episode. Which actually, it turned out to be
Yeah, it was.
But it was a good discussion to balance out and to discuss at least to have an exchange on in terms of why things change or why things have to change.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, and like you also rightly mentioned in terms of how action movies have changed, right? So it's everything. It's transient, right? Even in marketing, things have to change.
Yeah.
Entertainment, things have to. So gaming, by all means. I mean, yeah, some core facets. I think that was enlightening was that if you land on something that is a gem, you should try and keep it as much as possible.
Milk the cow.
Yeah.
How
If you
much
can.
do you make the cow?
I don't know. You
Bro.
could go the Mass Effect way.
Have you seen?
Andromeda?
Oh
It's
my
so
God, yeah.
bad, but
So do you know
it's
what
so
Steam's most successful racing game is?
The game that you have on your
Yeah, Assetto Corsa.
yeah.
Okay, this Assetto Corsa game, it was released in 2012.
bad. Wow.
They get sales till today.
And Aeon.
Yeah, it's a decade and 2 years ago, and they're still making sales today because somebody was able to kind of build within the engine and create tracks and all that kind of stuff because it's largely PC based only. You can play it on a PlayStation or an Xbox, but you will not get access to the mods and all that kind of stuff. Hence, PC Master Race, right?
Yeah.
So
Which is probably one of the biggest draw about it, like the community development.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the Italian CEO was like, "Hey, thanks, guys." He's like, "We sell this game for 5 ringgit in your region now."
Yeah.
And he's like, "All the DLC, you can pick it up, everything for 25 ringgit.
Wow, that's cheap.
Do it lah." So every time it goes on sale, buy it.
Yeah.
Because it supports their development. They were like, because you guys have been doing this, we're able to fast track all the other things that we're doing. So their WEC, which is the World Endurance Car Championship, which is GT3 cars, they're able to rush that into development and fix the game on the fly very quickly. Now the latest version of Assetto Corsa 2 is going to come out, and they've done a great thing. They've gone in and listened. They're like, "Oh, you guys like big open world track maps like Forza Horizon type of deals? Cool, okay. So here's the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife, the 17 or 27 kilometer racetrack.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you the 50 surrounding kilometers of the city around it, the city of Eiffel.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
You can fucking drive the entire thing now.
Wow.
It's crazy. And they got all the elements right. So any YouTube video that covers the Nordschleife, like doing the ring times, like Misha Charadin, shout out. Like, you can go and visit his garage and everything like that. You can see whether he's there or what's there at the time in the garage and all that. And they're going to keep doing this, and they're going to go, look, there's going to still be the racing portion of that.
Yeah.
But we understand that you guys just love to drive.
Yeah, driving sim. Just literally
Just go in there and drive. And you guys want really good driving physics.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is it doing better than Forza?
Yeah.
Because Forza is like a controller base.
Yeah.
They don't really invest much time into steering wheel logic and steering wheel feedback.
Yeah.
Which is fine. That's not their main, thing. I still play Forza for different
So
reasons.
I guess this kind of correlates back a little bit to what is a simulation and what is
Arcadey.
arcadey, fantasy. So, we kind of dial back to Street Fighter, right?
Yep.
That is no way a simulation.
No.
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 Nobody throws
Not like
projectiles
VS6.
okay, we can get on to VS6
Yeah.
a little bit later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Designated driver.
So everybody has seen.
Yeah.
Everybody's wowed. I
Yeah.
am super wowed by it too.
Yeah.
But I think the point was, I think we also talked about it during the podcast as well, where why is it that we don't see so much iteration when it comes to the now EAFC? We can't call it FIFA anymore.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So why do we not see so much iteration? Because it's based on gaming simulation, right? Off of real life. Then I think that kind of ties back a little bit to why CS:GO
Just
aside
doesn't
from-
evolve for that much. Yeah.
because those are, but it's understood, right? So when you land on a perfected simulation of sorts, within that gaming title, so maybe it is not so much about the next jump or it's about iterating piece by piece.
Little bits, right?
But
Improving.
whereas if it's fantasy based RPG, a fighting game, we don't define what this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right.
That's
So
interesting.
it's kind of like, so that's why there will be some people who say that, oh, let's go back to the past. Oh no, this is too slow or this is too fast. So even Tekken is not real combat. I mean,
No,
nobody's
no.
doing electrics.
Yeah,
and
no.
Wing
No.
God Fist.
There
And-
won't be any
No,
wings. Jin.
Third eye laser beam with wings and shit.
Devil Jin.
Yeah.
So yeah, so maybe that's why I guess most of us are keenly interested in Virtua Fighter, right? And the latest.
That should
Whatever
be
it
the
looks
most
so great.
It okay.
Mm.
Some content creators have
Mm.
mentioned that maybe that is just a cinematic,
It is.
right?
Yeah,
It's
they-
in game. It's in engine footage. It's not game footage.
Yeah, yeah,
Even though they put a life bar. And
Yeah.
stuff, so
yeah,
yeah. So, but if they get to really,
yeah.
they really get to emulate that into the
That would be great.
in-engine fighting game experience. Wow, that will be the most
Yeah.
close to the most realistic fighting
Fighting
experience.
experience, right?
Right? Yeah.
Well, close enough.
Close.
Yeah.
Close enough,
Yeah,
right?
I think you don't want it to be UFC or boxing level type
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah. Oh
Those
my
are
God,
not
you play UFC?
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
bad.
didn't. I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
like
pretty
it. I
bad.
didn't like.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, I like MMA as a sport.
Yeah.
I like boxing as a sport, but some things just don't need to be full simulation.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
fighting
yeah.
doesn't need to be
I
like
totally
that.
agree with that. Because it's
Yeah.
kind of like, I think the last fighting game that I played like that was
Mm.
WWE. Smackdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Which, by the way, they're on Netflix right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, huge deal, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
Huge deal.
Have you guys ever played Ready to Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did not.
Oh, one of the best
What's
boxing
that?
games of all time.
But that's also fantasy, no?
It's super fantasy, but it
Super
takes.
NES, right?
Yeah, no. It was on Dreamcast.
Wait, the one I played was what?
That's Super Punch Out.
No. It's WWF. Back then was WWF.
No.
No.
This is Ready to Rumble is a boxing game.
Boxing game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant game. Go and check it out.
Okay.
Dreamcast, love it.
Ah.
Interesting. What you said though, it's true. I do think just recapping that little bit about Street Fighter and how it doesn't need to be simulation, therefore doesn't have to follow a set amount of rules to iterate. But moving from that, Armand, favorite moment from 15 episodes that you may or may not have seen.
I've seen
that'd been a
all
problem.
of them. I mean, especially the ones that I'm in, obviously. I like the one where we did the day.
The what?
Day.
Oh, the diversity.
dang.
Because
Equity
that,
and inclusion?
ladies and gentlemen, was more of a rant
Oh
than
yeah.
an actual discussion.
Oh
okay?
yeah. No, 100%.
From a bunch of millennials that make us so angsty about diversity,
These two, they were literally
Equity.
shaking their fists into the sky.
inclusivity.
Get off my lawn.
Because I remember just sitting there like, you guys are going on, man. You're angry.
So I took your advice
Okay.
and I watched Watchmen,
Uh-huh.
the series.
Okay.
That series, was it good?
It's actually good.
Very good.
And the diversity, equity, and inclusion did not make me feel like I need to throw up in my mouth.
Did it so it didn't feel like it was a force fit agenda?
Yes.
It wasn't a force
Yes,
fit.
it was.
Good.
Yeah. Like to me, having I'm just gonna ruin it. Having Dr. Manhattan turn into a black dude is fine because
He's blue.
he's
Even
blue,
though we don't know.
and he fell in love with a black woman, and
Yeah.
she prefers black men.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
she's allowed to choose.
Yes.
So, I mean, she couldn't have chosen a more finer specimen than that guy. I mean, dude looks like a black porn star. Because it's not censored on Cinemax.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, so,
So
that's
his-
good, really good.
He had like a freaking down to his knee or some
yeah,
shit like that kind of thing.
Huge dong,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
But
But it was great. A great show.
Uh-huh.
That I really felt like at the end of it, I was like, okay, you really did a good job. David Lindelof taking us for a loop in that storyline. I felt like it was long, a bit draggy for some people, but I
Yes.
think that's Watchmen. That is Watchmen.
Yes, if you've read the comics.
Comics, yes.
If
Not the
you-
movie.
Yeah, if you watch Snyder's version of it, it's pretty much choppy. It's fine.
What do you mean
that movie
choppy?
draggy too?
No.
It was choppy.
No.
It was choppy.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I watched the extended cut with the black flag. It's great.
Wait, that's an extended cut. with
Oh
Black
yeah,
Knight?
buddy. There's two extended cuts. One
Okay.
is 2.5 hours, and one is including the black flag animation.
Huh.
Extended cuts. Okay.
Yeah. So the extended cut is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and
Uh-huh.
I felt does a really good job without the black flag animated sequences. Then you can watch the 3 hour cut with the black flag sequences.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know the story, Black Flag, the story of the Tales of the Black Freighter. Sorry, not Black Flag. Yeah. It's about the hubris of believing you're doing the right thing with the compulsion in your mind that you are doing the right thing,
Oh my
but
God.
getting it all
I can't
wrong.
believe you went as deep as that, bro.
That is how deep it goes.
I know.
Yeah,
It went.
yeah,
It was a comic within a comic.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
And it's important because
Super meta, right?
Yeah.
It's comic
Because-
relief.
Because if you don't read that part of the Black Freighter,
Yeah.
when you get to the end
You won't
of
understand,
Watchmen,
yeah.
you won't understand that what Adrian Veidt thinks is he's done as a good thing
Yeah.
is not at all a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah.
In fact, what
Two
does
wrongs doesn't make a right.
yeah, and what the series makes a great point is that he was wrong from the get go. He was just feeding his ego, and
Yeah.
in the end, he didn't do anything to save anybody.
Yeah.
He created a bigger problem. Bigger problem.
More bigger.
Yeah. Anyways, we were very far from diversity, equity, and inclusion. But that was just story time. But the DEI episode,
Yeah. No, so
other than the rant.
okay, so other than the all the things that we were talking about, especially Black Myth Wukong, it came true.
It did.
It did not win Game of the Year.
It did not.
It didn't?
This
did
little
not.
robot
It
that
didn't.
Sony created
Yeah.
as a demo, they turned it into a full-fledged
full
game.
game. Yeah.
Won Game of the Year.
What's the name of that game?
I
Bo-
forgot.
Astrobot,
but-
something
Astrobot,
bot,
yes.
yeah, Astrobot,
Astrobots, yeah.
Wow, this is like
Bro,
that's dirty though. It
that
sounds, it
is dirty.
smells dirty.
Yes, people were like, "Huh? Black Myth Wukong didn't even win
Who
anything."
are the judges? EA, Sony, and
don't
what?
know.
Xbox?
Good question.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Little Robot was nominated as Game of the Year.
I didn't even know there was a game
didn't
called
know it was
Little
submitted
Robot or
either.
whatever.
Because apparently, I mean, I've not played it, but apparently it was good. But
I mean, good, but not
further
Game of the Year,
than
good, right?
Mario Galaxy or Mario Sunshine clone.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Game
That's
of the Year, I don't
weird.
think so, man.
Yeah.
So the part is, whatever we were talking about, yes, though we were fairly angry
Yeah.
about certain things, but I felt it was just. We weren't angry for the sake of being angry. We weren't just like, ah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a point.
Yeah.
There's always a method to the madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You said this is my camera.
Yeah, so looking back at whatever we were talking about, and then like, see again, did you guys hear about the new Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated series from Disney Plus?
No.
No, tell us about it. Is he a woman now?
No.
From Africa?
Norman
Patricia-
Osborn
Norman
and
Osborn.
Harry Osborn are now black.
Oh, why?
Okay.
Mary Jane Watson is now Asian.
What?
Why?
But why though?
I don't know.
Why can't we just tell new stories with Asian characters or
That's
black
what
characters?
That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
So for me,
We had Miles Morales. Why does Harry and
everyone says that. Why can't we just make a Miles Morales?
Yeah.
It's an animated series.
Yeah.
Why do we have to keep going back to Peter Parker?
Yeah.
I don't get
Good
it.
point.
Bro, then the funny part was that one of the comments, now his curls make sense.
Poor Harry Osborn.
Poor curly ginger-headed motherfucker. No, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's too much. But it goes back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Rings of Power with one Asian elf. One Asian elf.
Asian elf.
And she dies an epic, glorious death. But, bro, you casted a bunch of freaking Ubermen from Germany, and we got one Asian elf. She had to be a girl too, right? Because, oh shit, we don't have enough women elves.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. She's Asian and she's a woman.
Oh my
Might be gay. We don't know. Might be gay.
Or maybe not, because we're trying to go after the Chinese market.
Oh
I
my
mean-
god,
Please
yeah,
don't
because
make
it's on Amazon.
I don't get it. But Tencent, we still love your money. No, but what I don't understand, I just don't get it. Like, don't piecemeal this thing to
Yeah.
satisfy. Like, when you put Aquafina in a movie with Simu Liu and all this kind of stuff, and John Cena,
That's
it's
okay.
a funny movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
like the bodyguard or
the
something like that.
Jackpot.
The jackpot.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Oh, I hope it's on Netflix.
It's
Is it
Yeah, it's
Super-
Prime. Amazon Prime.
It's super funny.
Yeah. It's funny, yeah.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's like basically she wins the lottery,
Yeah.
and she has to survive 24 hours. But if she dies, then
The person
somebody
that-
else wins the
yeah.
money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Simuliu is the other.
Seemingly, well, I won't
Yeah,
ruin
okay,
that part
okay,
for you.
yeah,
But
yeah.
John Cena's in it, so
Okay.
yeah, it's really
Yeah,
funny,
John
super
Cena.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
John
John
Cena's
Cena-
in it.
John Cena
Everybody
funny.
has
He's
seen
super
Peacemaker,
funny.
right?
He hasn't.
Yeah.
Shame him! Shame him!
I will shave.
I don't
Check it.
have HBO, okay? I don't have HBO.
Dude, does your dad have Astro?
I don't know. I think so.
Then just get his Astro on the go password.
Okay, I will.
Or,
I will. Or
you could sail the seven seas has a peggy
Pirate.
parrot.
I cannot find. The bay has not been at its bay for a very long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They keep changing the proxy, bro. I'm like, which one is it?
Oh, shout out to Astro sponsor us. Boop, boop, boop,
So I have to go back.
Yep.
Go back to Rings of Power.
Yes.
Guys, Peacemaker, I'll watch.
Watch it.
Like
Okay,
this weekend submission.
I'll try.
You and
I'll try.
I won't
Okay?
say her name, but
'Cause
just a significant other.
It's a season 2 now, right?
No, there's no
Not
season
yet.
2 yet. Not yet.
Ah.
Catch
No,
it
no, no.
up.
Just watch it. Just watch
Okay.
it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Watch Suicide Squad 2 first, and then watch that.
Or
Oh, I
don't
watched
bother.
that. Huh?
Just go
Suicide Squad 2. Have you watched it? It's so funny.
Nah. But
It was
Oh, I was
hilarious.
judged for not watching Peacemaker, but you get a pass for not watching Suicide Squad 2?
Suicide Squad 1 was bad.
Yeah,
Birds of Prey was bad, but 2
was good, yeah.
was
no, no,
great.
I saw it, but I'm like, I mean,
Starro was hilariously stupid funny.
Yeah.
It's like a giant starfish butthole.
It was.
Yuck.
Sorry. Ring of Power.
Yes.
Wait, not Rings, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm confusing it with the other one with the dragon. Game of
House of
Thrones.
Dragons.
House of Dragons, yes,
Yeah.
okay. No, okay. So you were talking about that one Asian elf,
Yep.
alright? If you want to create some form of diversity in a fantasy realm, which is fine,
Yep.
yeah,
have a population of it,
you need to.
right?
Right.
Asian elves,
Yeah.
plural, like
Yeah.
you are coming from that nether regions.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You want black dwarfs, fantastic.
Yeah. Makes
Have
sense.
more of them.
Yeah. Don't have one.
Yeah, don't have one.
Don't have one.
If you want to have Asian fairies,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
kind of got to provide like a backstory to.
Yeah,
maybe
they
it's on
were-
a different.
Yeah.
You know, the hills of
Because-
Manchuria.
yeah,
I don't know
because
what the.
even look at us. We're all like of mixed breed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I call you, are you from China? You get offended, motherfucker. I'm Malaysian, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I'm Chinese,
True.
but
Yes.
from Malaysia,
Exactly.
right?
Makan tangan, okay?
Yeah.
Better than I do.
Yeah.
I haven't makan tangan since I was 5 lah, bro. Like with
Bro,
nasi, no.
Punjabi, bro. Wait, your hands
Yeah
on.
lah, but I hate smelling the food on my hands a week later, okay?
Huh? That's the best part. But after you makan, you just
I love it.
yeah, dude, really?
I eat until puas, bro, until I want to freaking burst, man.
But yeah, so for me is I don't mind having diversification within your universe, right? People say, oh, there's no such thing as black elves. Who cares?
No, yeah, there's nothing
elves,
wrong with that. Yeah, the
right?
elves, yeah.
But have more. Have an entire
Yeah,
race of them.
yeah.
Have a section of them.
You remember World of Warcraft?
Uh-huh.
I nearly bought a whole PC to play that game because they had Mists of Pandaria, which is
Pandas.
pandas from Manchuria lah. And I was like, pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, but at least there's a story.
yeah, you know, come on.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah.
we're
Clearly for
approaching.
the Chinese market too, but hey, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's whatever rolls in the dollars.
Yeah.
Okay,
USDs. So it's
Okay.
Okay, so
for the
other
Benjamins.
than other than Street Fighter, the day episode
Uh-huh.
and our development episode,
Uh-huh.
one thing that for me, one of my favorite things was discovering Mika.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I mean,
Oh, that racer guy.
yeah, I had no idea he was gonna be that eloquent, and
So
I was
mature.
like,
For his
I was like, Jesus, Jones and a half. If I was that smart at 22 or 1 or 20, I was like, holy jumping.
We're like, screw advertising.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Wait.
shit.
How old were you into that picture with Satra?
Oh, fuck. 26?
26?
25, 26.
Around his age?
No, he's younger. He's
he's
still younger
younger.
than
Yeah.
that picture now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is like way more established.
Yeah.
He learned so many other things, like the function part of having to put together a proposal and talking to your target audience. Bro, he can just become a strat now.
Yeah.
You know, go and get a job, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
he can do that.
Yeah.
No problem. I think he's gonna go far.
Yeah.
He's taught himself these things as well.
Yeah. I mean, when I was watching the episode, like, oh, this how old
Impressive,
is this
right?
guy? Oh, I need to ask
he's
you, hey, how old is this dude?
super impressive.
Yeah.
I didn't wear the watch today. I was going to talk about it, but I bought the BSR racing watch from Revelo just to support him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, fine. And I was like, fine. Revelo's not going to be a tag anytime soon, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The whole point was that I felt like, hey, you know what? I want to be a part of this guy's burgeoning esports
Yeah.
or sim racing to real racing career. I
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
Wait, is he really gonna convert to real racing?
Bro, he already is real racing.
Oh.
He was real racing at that point. He was running the GR Cup series, but we don't know whether or not he'll ever make it to the WEC series, which is where you really do get noticed.
Right, right.
So WEC is a connection kind of thing. He does good enough in the sim area and all that kind of stuff. Maybe him and BSR can become podcast and sorry, not podcast, but like video content dudes, streamers, and all that kind of stuff. That could make sense for them.
Right.
But securing a real like Porsche or Audi R8 and to drive around, those are like 650 horsepower.
Yeah.
Those cars are $1.2 million each. Okay, so they don't come with tires, the brake pads, and all that kind of stuff. You do have to source those yourself.
Wait, it just comes bare.
With the engine lah,
Yeah lah.
and the gearbox lah, and then
For
all the wings.
1.2.
It's a prepped race car.
Damn.
The brakes and all that, they might come with one free set lah, but I guarantee you they don't come with the tires that you want.
Right.
So you get the tire sponsor and everything,
okay,
right? So
okay.
those are the consumables lah, right?
Damn.
Yeah. So
Hey, you should get him on the show again, just to have like a little
Catch up.
wear.
yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I think season 4 we should revisit. We
Yeah.
should talk to Tron again and all that. We should
Yeah.
try and do that.
That'd be nice because it's kind of good to see the progression where he was when
Actually,
they were
yeah,
talking
that
to
is
you guys.
Yeah.
And then like what you doing now?
Yeah. I would love to. Yeah, he'd be graduating pretty soon, right? I think.
Holy crap, he's still in college.
You know,
Crazy, bro.
like my brother-in-law, my youngest brother-in-law, he's 2 years away. He's entering his 3rd year.
Damn.
And he was like, but a wee lad when I first met him, pudgy little dude. Now he's like 6'1", like 6'1", tall and everything, and
He's older than you.
of course,
Shit.
dude's built like a brick shit house lah. Eats like one too, man. Unemployed money, no money, okay? Eating me out of house and home, mom. Not my mother, his mother. He's here for a whole month. We're poor. I'm on the bread ends.
The cat has nothing to eat.
I'm eating the biscuits. No, but I think we should do a recap episode 2 sometime soon. The reason being is because I feel like we're gonna run out of time. But quickly, what were like one sort of anecdotal, memorable moment that you took with you from the 15 episodes? Just like one stupid, could have been a joke, could have been whatever.
Oh my god, that was just too many. I can't remember like one
For me, I
specific
think it's
point.
not so much that. I think for me, it's appreciation. That it's okay if nobody watches this, but I have a lot
Okay.
of fun
Yeah.
just with you guys,
Yeah.
especially with the permanent fixture
Permanent.
and John, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we're interested in. Yes, sometimes it touches things on it's supposed to because it's marketing playable characters.
Yeah.
Not often, but most importantly, it's something that we all love
Yeah.
in gaming, but
Yeah.
it's also something that we care
Yeah.
about in terms of marketing. So for us to just continue this on, even though nobody watches, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't blame
That's
myself or
true.
anyone.
Yeah.
So it's this sessions that we continue.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are a very unique fighting game when no one really plays us.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, we're an obscure one, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, at that. Yeah.
Do you see the one where it's just about dive kicks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could be that.
Yeah, but that's good training though. It's
Literally,
quite
just
interesting
two
game.
stick
Yeah.
men, just
You're doing dive
kicking,
kicks
diving,
and use donkey kick and see who lands first.
Really?
Yeah, the rounds are over like this. It's super good. Because it teaches you footsies.
Actually, play it, yeah. It teaches you.
Yeah, it teaches you footsies like the neutral game. It's
Okay.
really important in Street Fighter.
Okay. Yeah. For me, I think at end of season 1, I was really telling them like, hey, you know what? We should have a table, just get together, right? Like, it doesn't have to be elaborate. Like, okay, honestly, this is quite elaborate because I'm well equipped as what John mentioned. So these are all self-funded, which is fine. But the difference between having a monitors and then us talking, I think there's a bit of
Detachment.
a bit of detachment one, and then I feel the conversation has to be a bit more structured because, okay, Joshua's talking, John's talking, Armand's talking. Whereas this is we can
Body language, I can see a bit
body
more.
language, bounce off
Yeah.
each other. We can put a little bit of anecdotes that we want here and there. So I always told him like we should do one. He go like, no lah bro, let Lou, bro, right? Say it's fine. Say it's crazy. I can sponsor. We just do on my place and we just do one quick one chin chai. And then one day he goes like, bro, I'm also a huge favor and a favor. I was like, well, what you want? What you want? Can we shoot the episode here at your house? Like, yeah. So I feel like yes, because of timing, I think work does not allow us to
Yeah.
come together as much.
Still unemployed. Scrub.
But okay, and commitments.
Yes, yes. Commitments.
And commitments. It's very hard for us to really come together and having like a, I don't know, what's the cadence of the show now?
What do you mean?
Like a season, there's 5 a season. Then
Yeah.
what's the cadence? Like once a month? Well, what?
Normally, we shoot as many as we can,
Then you
and then I
release.
release it a week.
Oh,
So,
so-
5 weeks we'll have
And then
consecutive
you
posts,
pause it.
and then
So
we go on
basically a
hiatus.
season is about a month and a half or so.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So usually it takes about 3 months to shoot everything and schedule everyone's time, and
Right.
then edit takes about a day, not even,
Yeah.
and then upload. So then I schedule everything. So yeah.
Right, yeah, okay. But I again on my part, I actually told John that doing this kind of content with you sitting down talking to us each other, it's more fun than just talking to the
Yeah,
camera
yeah,
by
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
doing
yeah.
reviews because
Well, that's why I told you it was a bag of peanuts budget,
Yeah.
bro.
I know, but bag of peanuts is still bag of peanuts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
10 cents sponsors.
Yes.
So again, one of the ideas that we did say, we can leverage on our friend's bar. You guys want to?
He sold it.
Oh.
Barney sold Aria.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh dang!
He did.
For a huge chunk of
I
change.
don't. I have no idea. I mean, obviously, only an enthusiast would buy Aria, right?
Yeah. Gonna do
He's the
that.
one at, is that the one at Bukit Damansara?
Yeah. But he still has the cigar room
Right.
in Quarto.
Right. Oh, that. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it,
we
that's
can
it.
book it up and all that.
Yeah. So for me, at least, it has to be that interaction.
Yeah.
Right, kind of see, am I saying something stupid, or like if we do say something funny, and then all of us can just kind of
Yeah.
It's very different. Like I'm not complaining that we have that.
Yep.
But this is way better.
For sure.
We
Yeah.
shall endeavor to do more live shoots. I think scheduling is a thing, but we will figure it out. I think we'll keep to the same schedule. We'll try and put everything 5 in a can, and then post it up. But we'll see. We'll see how things go and all that. But I'm really thankful that I've got 2 of my buddies here to do this podcast with,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and all the cool people that we've met so far and talked to. I'm super thankful for Calvin and Chuan and Mika and Tony and Dean. Did we talk to miss out anybody?
Yeah, I think we got most of them.
No, we got most of them. We got everybody. I mean, it's good meeting people, talking to people, and listening to them. I think that's a very Joe Rogan type of thing to
Oh,
say.
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
it's just fun to listen to their story and all
Oh,
the kind of
yeah.
stuff where they
Yeah,
come from.
yeah,
I still regret that I didn't record my own mic when we did Tony's first episode. Because that was like 2 hours,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he went in, like he was like he had a lot to say about his life and how he changed it during COVID, how it became, just his own solo
Yeah.
career kind of thing. So
Someone with no gaming background.
yeah, just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Created
Right,
a game,
right.
And now
found
he's
in the industry.
Nice.
and now he's also a power lifter.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. You gotta get some of that roids.
Yeah.
Alright.
So good. Clean, it's clean.
He's clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No drug.
No Peruvian powder.
No.
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 Yeah.
All right, guys, we're out.
See ya.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, thanks.